Alright, new game. Here we go. I'm kind of nervous. Whoa! See, she hot. She look cool. She look cool. He looks like Runaway. Why are they fighting a bunch of Ornsteins? Main story, Void Shadows on. Scenario, difficulty. Take up the mantle of a rogue trader, the scion of an ancient dynasty of daring privateers that reign over their trade protectorate and explore the fringes of the known galaxy. Darkness looms over the bloodline of Von Valancius as it faces multiple threats from within its own ranks and without, as countless enemies seek to destroy the most daring and brave agents of humanity. It is up to you to hold the reins of the shattered protectorate and forge a new path for the Von Valancius dynasty. Currently finding itself in a vortex of wars, intrigues, calamities, and heresy, the stakes are high and rise even higher as you cross paths with terrifyingly powerful and ambitious adversaries in the darkness of the Coronis expanse. Wow! Six out of 10 game. Keeps getting referenced every stream. What do I do about difficulty? Holy shit, all of these settings. I'm not reading all that. Normal, story, custom, daring, hard, unfair. Oh god. Grim darkness. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. This mode is the ultimate challenge for the boldest of Lord Captains. Wow, that sounds terrible. I don't want that. Okay, real talk. The minimum difficulty you should play is daring. What? What? I'm not good at CRPGs. Play on hard or unfair if you ask me. Unfair if you want to use a guide for builds. I don't want to use a guide. I just want to choose things that work, that sound cool and make it work. I've never played any of the Pathfinders. Normal difficulty level is designed for players unfamiliar with the base game systems or those who play tactical games and CRPGs infrequently. The stats and modifiers of enemies in the game environments are slightly reduced. Daring difficulty level demands that players possess a solid grasp of the base game systems or extensive experience in analogous tactical games or CRPGs. The stats and modifiers of enemies and the game environment are balanced. This difficulty level is not recommended for players unfamiliar with the Warhammer 40,000 rogue trader system. I don't know it. I don't know it. I don't know it. Play it on hard if you're willing to actually think about things and can tolerate that you might lose a fight. I'm okay with losing fights. I just want to know what I'm doing. Is hard the recommended difficulty? Warning, the modifiers for this difficulty level gradually come into effect, reaching their intended values by the conclusion of Chapter 1. Hard difficulty level is designed for players who want a challenging experience and either know the base game systems well or have extensive experience in analogous tactical games or CRPGs. The stats and modifiers of enemies in the game environment are increased. Penalties for the player's party are slightly harsher. This difficulty requires an optimized and well-balanced party. This difficulty level is not recommended for players unfamiliar with the Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader system. If it crushes your balls, you can turn it down anytime you like. Really? Alright, well, you're gonna have to give me, advice. I'm not turning on Grim Darkness, right? That's just, your save gets deleted, right? Do I need to change anything else on hard? I'm not gonna play unfair. That would be awful. Absolutely not. Not even I play with Grim Darkness. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. This mode is the ultimate challenge for the boldest of Lord Captains who want to truly immerse themselves in the world of Warhammer 40k, with the highest stakes possible. All decisions, victories, and losses in the grim darkness mode are final and irreversible. Okay, so if my characters die, they just get knocked out, right? They don't die. You only have a single save, which is updated automatically every time you exit the game. No loading from an earlier point, no second chances, and no changing previous decisions. If you manage to successfully overcome all obstacles and make it all the way to the epilogue, bringing glory to the Von Valancius Valancia's dynasty. You will receive the There Is Only War achievement and a special item for all your future playthroughs as a testament to your skill and bravery. If your party or your void ship is defeated in battle, your grim darkness journey ends there. You will be offered to either honorably accept your fate and delete the save or continue the game in custom mode. However, completing this story will not grant you the There Is Only War achievement and the special reward. The Emperor Protects. It is possible to turn off the Grim Darkness mode at any time, converting it to custom mode. Once this is done, it cannot be reversed. As soon as you change the mode, you will no longer qualify for the achievement or the reward. Grim Darkness mode is currently only available in single player mode. Inviting your friends into a game with this mode will automatically convert it to custom mode. Bro, if you die, it's game over, LMAO. I mean, that'd be fun if you like really knew the game. Am I good? Yes, am I good? Nothing else I want to change? Choosing this difficulty is not recommended for players not familiar. Do you confirm your choice? Yes. Ooh, it's a lady! Wow, look at these graphics. These are some good graphics. Custom character, appearance, void ship result. Hekata. Soldier. Darius. The biggest caller in the galaxy. Operative. Bahador. Oh, I love the look of this guy. Look at that. Warrior.
My tactics are flawless.
Wait, they each have a do they each have like a picture and a model? No, wait. I can change the model, but she looks cool. It doesn't change the model when I click the portrait? I'm just looking at them. I'm not gonna choose them. I'm just looking. Why she looks so happy? This is 40K. Whoa, mama. Oh, cool. You can like make the, you can, oh, I could be Dracula. Oh, that's fucking sick. All right, custom character. Oh boy. Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. More like woke trader. Ew, women. Create a new character. Create your very own rogue trader from scratch. The possibilities are endless when it comes to customizing your character, choosing their homeworld, gender, background, and more. You can also choose from a wide variety of combat, social, and technical skills and abilities, which determine how your character interacts with the world and what kind of challenges they are capable of overcoming. Finally, you can choose your character's archetype. Each archetype path offers its own unique set of opportunities and challenges, so choose wisely. With all of these customization options at your fingertips, you can create a truly one-of-a-kind rogue trader and embark on an adventure unlike any other in the world of Warhammer 40K. Oh my god, this is overwhelming. All right, custom character, appearance. All right, so first it's just appearance. So I just want to choose one of these portraits and try to match them. Whoa! Look how badass she looks. I want to be a dude, I think, right? Because there's hot babes in this game, right? Whoa. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, he's the best choice easily. Look at that guy. He's just a big fat fuck. This guy looks very eager to kill everyone. She looks cool. Oh, she looks awesome. She got tubes in her face. Restart this menu. I think it's broken because you click through it. Don't click on the preset characters. It stops the character model from automatically adapting to the portrait you choose. Oh, all right. I'm glad I already broke the game. Did I choose the right difficulty just now? Oh my gosh. Hard? Yes. Continue. Alright. Custom character. Appearance. Oh, there, it's working. Ho ho ho. Oh. Oh, she looks so cool. Yes, I am the big boy. I'm like, he's currently the guy I like the most. Outfit settings. Whoa, you can choose like your colors. Clothes not yet available. I guess I can apply that at any time during the game. That doesn't even look like her. Alright, some of these work better than others. Uh-oh. That's not even close. Oh, that's surprisingly close. Those eyes, she does look happy. Oh, cool. Her hair looks like the sand in a desert. What the fuck is going on there? Whoa, this guy looks like a badass. Surprisingly nice looking guy. Oh, I don't even know what to do. Like, are there other Rogue Trader portraits, or these are all the portraits? Did they release other official ones that you can download for custom portrait? I mean, I don't really want to waste time designing a character. I just want to choose one. It's hard to choose though. Like, do I want a dude, right? Because I can romance cool girls, right? I mean, a female would be cool too, but maybe I'll do them. Only the very last portrait is used in the game by someone else. All the others are original. This one is used by somebody else. All right, I'm gonna say no on this guy. No on this guy. This guy's like fine, but he doesn't even look close to his portrait. I guess his portrait's kind of fine. She's awesome. That makes the girl characters are way better looking than the guy characters. This guy is like a strong contender. This guy's a strong contender. This guy's okay. His face looks really generic, but I like his art. His art has this really like kind of hopeful, but also kind of sinister, sociopathic kind of vibe. I really like this guy. This guy might be number one for me right now. Her art is really good. I don't know if that's a man. I think that's a man. I think it goes female, male, female, male. This is just the same person. This is when she's into combat gear, and this is when she's at a party. Speaking of which, there's a lot of like Like, this is the same person. This is when she was young, and then this is when she gets older. I like this character a lot. I wish there was a male version of this with like the Buccaneer hat. I like that outfit. Oh, this guy's kind of cool too. This guy's okay. Probably gonna go with this guy, but this guy's like pretty cool too. Do they really have mustaches in 40K? This guy's pretty badass. This guy, like, he doesn't look like his character very much. He's got a thing in his head. I like this guy a lot. He's got a nice chin strap. This guy's a badass. This guy's a motherfucking badass. He would, like, just wreck. He looks like he's got a soft spot, though. He looks kind of like a sweetheart. Like he's nice to his grandchildren. Look at his cool robot hand. This guy looks the happiest out of everybody. He looks like a badass, but then here he's like, I'm just happy to be here, happy to have a job. I don't really like this guy. His art looks like a different race. And maybe just the lighting. Yeah, I guess I'll go with this guy. I don't know, is it lame? Just so you know, bro, mustaches are super popular in 40K art. You can be a genuinely good guy in this game if you want. I don't want to. I genuinely don't want to. You can import your own picture. I can give you a really good one to use. No, thank you. All right, I'm gonna stick with this guy for now just because I like his portrait. I like how he's got that like ambitious look to him.
Something of interest.
I feel like you could maybe like work on these guys and make them look more like their portrait. I don't know how well you can like alter their appearance. They have like a set number of faces. Doesn't that look more like his face? Oh yeah, I kind of like this dopey looking guy. Like that doesn't look right. I want to see your custom portrait. You can be a not so good guy without being a turbo genocidal asshole as well. Honestly, you will almost never see your character this close up in the game. I know that, but I feel like this face matches a little bit better. Body, you can be a Chungus, Among Us. All right. And he's got a fairly light complexion. I feel like his complexion is not light enough. That's too light. It's more pinkish. I guess that is kind of pinkish. Hair. That looked good. Yeah, I mean, like that's the hair, I guess. All right, eyes are number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6. That looks kind of closer, doesn't it? Maybe that's actually that one's more accurate. Beard, he's clean shaven. Tattoos. I don't think he has any tattoos. He's got this like red mark on his face though. Can we like replicate that red mark? There's not that many tattoos actually. Augmentations? Whoa. Yeah, he doesn't have an augmentation. Chrome Dome! I guess the scars only come from like the face? You can't choose eye color, can you?
I'll see you terminated.
Yeah, I think 4 hours was a generous estimate. The worst Baldur's Gate 1 portrait edited into Rogue Trader. Amazing. I love this guy. Let me see. It's such a the color lighting, nothing matches, but it looks so good. It looks so perfect. I fucking love it. He's just happy to be doing what he's doing. That's incredible. That is incredible. 10 out of 10. All right, voice is important.
A new challenge for me. You didn't stand a chance. I'll bring glory to my bloodline.
Why does he sound so
Excellence
British?
Matters.
We need to investigate.
Deliver their demise. For the Emperor! Look upon the Emperor's faithful and tremble.
Pious Male's pretty good.
The best defense is a good offense. Success is the only outcome I accept. Lance batteries, volley! Ruinous favor prevails. Blood and mayhem shall be our whispers. Guide my hand, Empyrean. Take.
What curiosity unveils itself before me? The destination is known.
Looks like we have a problem on our hands. My supremacy is proven once again. Fire at will!
Did he just clip his mic?
Perfect.
Perfect.
Didn't see that one coming, did you? Looks like we have done and done. Perfect.
Perfect. No voice. That's not a bad idea. I like how it still plays. That's the streamer Carnage. Well, that explains a lot. Do I want to go no voice or do I want to do Pious Male?
Faithful, and you will be rewarded.
Like none of the voices fit exactly.
For the fond Phalancius annals.
I'm not really a big fan of like the highfalutin traveling the open seas voice of Bold Male. Any recommendations?
A new note in discordant melody.
And of course the female voices are better.
Empyrean, take this sacrifice.
Come on, that's not even fair. The female voices are way better.
Keep your wits about you.
They're all good.
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Fire the lance batteries.
Come on, every single female voice is hands down way better than the male voices.
For the glory of the dynasty, let my fury rain down upon thee. This could be an opportunity. I'll make it happen. To arms! Time to reap the spoils of the battle. Engage the engines.
Maybe pragmatic
luck.
male.
I have strategy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with pragmatic. Only pick Pious if you actually want to roleplay a Pious character because he goes hard on the religious stuff. All right, pragmatic sounds good to me. Homeworld. I don't know what's happening now. I don't know what to do now. Death World. On Death Worlds, the plants, beasts, and sometimes even the environment itself take aggressive and destructive forms inimical to human life. Whilst exceptionally difficult to colonize, many Death Worlds possess valuable resources that require an outpost or other human presence upon the planet's surface to harvest. These harsh environments result in some of the hardiest and most resilient populations in the galaxy, those tested and found wanting. Die young. Survival instincts. Voidburn are humans birthed in the belly of a void vessel, or I don't know what that is, or aboard an ancient orbital satellite. Those who why is it ancient? Those who have lived their lives on void ships become void ships are like spaceships, right? Become inured to some extent due to the reality-altering process of warp travel and to living in low or zero gravity environments. In many cases, their features are drawn and their skin pallid. They may even have minor deformities or a strangeness to their speech, gait, or general appearance that set them apart from others. Hive World. Oh, what does that give me? Fortune. A hive world's population is so dense that great swaths of the surface of the world are frequently covered in gargantuan cities, bejeweled, with towering spires that pierce the atmosphere. Hive worlds are vital to the welfare of the Imperium and are the beating heart of its economy and war machine. They produce munitions for the Emperor's armies in vast manufactories, mine valuable minerals and refine fuel for the Imperial Navy. Innumerable regiments of the Astra Militarum are raised from their massive populations as well. This sounds pretty good. Strength in numbers. Hyperworld characters gain an equation plus 1 plus fel. What is fel? Felicitaciones bonus divided by 2. Resolve if there are 3 or more creatures, allies, or enemies in a 3-cell radius. Okay, they do better when there's more creatures nearby. Yet they suffer a -2 penalty to resolve with no creatures around. I can offer you some builds, which can be summarized as Noble Officer who doesn't do anything by himself. Turbo Artist, who is super squishy at the start, but becomes a god at mid-game. Noble Officer, but more offensive. Melee Pyromaniac, who can't do anything but fight. Do a right-click on anything and hover over it. Fellowship. Yeah, I like the first one. What does Noble Officer mean? Is that his personality or he's rich? I'm gonna need to get my glasses. All right, you let me know what noble means. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get a headache. It has nothing to do with their personalities, though fitting them to it is fun, I guess. I know, but what does noble mean? Like, you mean like he's a noble? Like he's from a rich family? Is that what that means? Okay. Oh man, I'm fucked. This is gonna give me a headache. Reading is hard. I need my glasses. Alright. Noble officer will be able to be a smooth talker and hang back during a fight and order everyone else around to do their jobs. Nobility is a thing in 40k, like being a lord from a prestigious house and stuff like that. Technically, you're gonna be nobility no matter what because you're a rogue trader. If you can bear with being very weak at the early start of the game, I think you might enjoy the Turbo Autist the most, since he becomes very multi-talented and opens up a lot of options. Alright, well then let's go with that. I wanna be able to do a lot of stuff. I want to be able to... I don't really care too much about, like, talking too much. I don't know. I'm more interested in being, like, a cool leader and buffing and stuff. I don't know if there's, like, buffing or, like, being... like, leadership would be cool. The biggest thing is I don't want to overlap with my other party members. So, like, I don't want to have a similar role to anyone else in the party. I want... because I'll control them, but I want him to be, like, doing... It's a very dialogue-heavy game, so being a very social character is generally a good build. Okay. What do you think? I don't know. I want to be able to be, like, commanding and, like, command my people to be, like, Lord Captain, I'll die for you! You know? Like, that's what I want. Otherwise, the offensive officer is very easy to play and effective, but is a bit more dependent on the party members. I mean, if you think the Turbo Autist, or whatever it's called, is going to be the most fun, then I'll do that. Offensive officer might be the way to go, just because it's simple. Like I said, I don't want to overlap with other characters, and I want to command people. It's a bit boring because it's the first build everyone makes, but since you have zero experience, I think you might like it a lot. Yeah. Why not? If it's viable and fun. I mean, I don't know anything about this. I'm coming from, like, D&D and XCOM. Alright. Forge Worlds. Forge Worlds are the domain of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Entire planets ceded to the demands of vast macro industries. Each is a manufacturing super complex of unimaginable capacity and power. Over the millennia, different Forge Worlds have become especially renowned for their philosophies or ways of war. These are often colored by the technologies they specialize in manufacturing. The bulk of a Forge World's population is utilized as a labor force, whilst the fortunate few may be inducted into the ranks of the Adeptus Mechanicus itself. An Imperial world is one of a million planets united by the belief in the immortal God Emperor. Hailing from hyper-technological societies to grimy, feudal populations, the inhabitants of countless worlds offer fealty and devotion to the Master of Humanity, and the Imperial creed espoused by his servants. The designation Imperial World encompasses a vast array of wholly dissimilar worlds that are, nevertheless, part of the Imperium. Humanity's finest. I mean, that sounds pretty awesome for someone new to Warhammer. Fortress worlds are planets where the entire populace is immersed in warfare. They constantly train for the day that they may be called upon to defend the Imperium, a charge they solemnly uphold. Fortress worlds are established as bulwarks against the enemy. Every citizen is a soldier, trained to fight from the moment they can handle a weapon. Alright. There's only one other companion in the game who kind of fits the same role, but otherwise you'd be totally unique. Oh, maybe the biggest question would be if you want to be a psyker or not, meaning you're kind of a spellcaster, basically. Yeah, I don't know. Do I want to be a psyker? The Emperor was a psyker. Psykers are like, blam, 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 gun, pew, warp your mind and blow up your mind. I'm assuming my party is going to have psykers, right? I'm okay with not being a psyker if I have party members that are psykers. I'm kind of okay with being a blank slate for my first playthrough. Look at that butt. He's got a nice butt. They're psyker companions, but honestly, you can be a way better psyker, and she's arguably one of the worst companions. Is she hot? Okay, so then should I be a psyker if I get to do cool spells and shit? Alright, then I want to be a psyker. If there's no good replacement psyker, then I want to be the psyker. What's her name? Tell me her name so I can look her up. I just want to see what she looks like. You can be an officer who buffs and supports his party. It sounds awesome. That's what I want. That's what I want to be. Yeah, I want to be that guy. I want to be like the... Yeah, that sounds awesome. Idira? Oh, yeah. Show me her picture. She's fine. I don't think she looks bad. There's some fan art of her that's really good. All right. What do I do next? What homeworld do I choose? The best homeworld to me sounds like Imperial. I don't really want to be Mechanicus. I feel like that would be a different build. Oh, this is so cool. I'm so hyped right now. Holy shit, this is awesome. Dude, you realize Warhammer's like fucking cool. Do people understand this? Never stop shooting. Are people aware that 40k is like the sickest shit? I don't know anything about it. Imperial World is great. All right, then let me read it. I don't know how this system works. I don't know, like, is it dice rolls? Is this all dice rolls? I am very well aware. Imagine that homeworld is like picking the background in D&D. I mean, I understand that. That's not a complicated concept in a CRPG. I don't mean about the homeworld. I don't understand I don't understand how the game works. Is it pen and papers kind of stuff? This is not based off of the war game, right? Rogue Trader is different, right? This is more like a D&D kind of game. D100. What is the D100 system? All right, let's take a look at these features. Maybe it'll start helping me. Humanity's finest. Imperial World characters can select any characteristics, basic parameters which define a character's skill scores, number of wounds, hit chance, and many other aspects. Each characteristic has its own corresponding bonus. A characteristic's bonus is equal to the digit in the tens place of the character's characteristic's value. For example, if a character's strength is equal to 41, their strength bonus is +4. That's so nice! Oh, I wish D&D was like that, except the numbers would be too big. And if their strength is equal to 52, their strength bonus is +5. There are 9 characteristics in the game in total. Weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength, toughness, agility and intelligence, perception, willpower, fellowship. Weapon skill reflects a character's competence in all forms of close combat. It increases their parry and reduces enemy parry chance against melee attacks. It also increases chances for scoring a critical hit in melee combat. Ballistic skill reflects a character's accuracy with all forms of ranged weapons. A high ballistic skill indicates that a character is a Deadeye, someone to be feared in a gunfight or skirmish. The base hit chance for ranged attacks within a weapon's effective range is 30 plus ballistic skill percentage. Okay, so it seems like there's 2 types of characters. There's melee and ballistic, right? Strength represents how physically strong a character is. It affects the damage a character inflicts with melee weapons and allows them to lift heavier objects. Is lifting a thing I'm going to be doing a lot? For each point of a strength bonus, characters deal +5% more damage with one-handed melee weapons and +10 more damage with two-handed melee weapons. It also affects the athletic skill. Oh, so these are characteristics, and then we also have skills. This skill is affected by the strength characteristic. It represents a character's ability to traverse difficult terrain, for example, to leap over collapsed sections of the deck or climb over slippery rocks. Toughness defines how easily a character can shrug off pain, its constitution, okay, as well as how easily they can resist toxins, its constitution, poisonous environments, diseases, and other physical ailments. It increases the chance of resisting negative physical effects and the amount of a character's wounds. Wounds are a measurement of how much punishment a character can take before suffering debilitating effects and ultimately death. Every character has a specified number of wounds. Oh, so instead of HP, they have wounds. I like that. That makes a lot more sense, because it's silly that you lose all your HP and then you die. That's kind of silly. A character can often increase their wounds, so you want high wounds. You want a high number of wounds, so you can suffer more wounds and not die, by spending experience points and improving their characteristics such as toughness or gaining new talents and abilities. It also affects the carouse skill. Skills reflect a character's ability to... Wait, no, I understood that. The skill is affected by the toughness characteristic. It represents the ability to resist negative effects applied by some poisons, stimulators, or alcohols. May give access to new dialogue options. Why is that carouse? I thought carousing was like rubbing elbows with people. What? Carouse. To drink a lot of alcohol and behave in a loud, exuberant way. Okay, that makes sense. It's like your ability to drink. It's based off of the RPG from the 80s. Well, technically not from the 80s, since this is based off of the new Rogue Trader, but still. Also, holy shit, is this tooltip menu nice or what? Yeah, it's amazing. It's so good. I love it. It's got the back button. It's really nice. This is the best way to learn a game. Agility measures a character's quickness, reflexes, and poise. High agility allows a character to manipulate delicate explosives with finesse or to keep their footing when crossing treacherous terrain. It improves the character's initiative, dodge chance, and reaction. If a character uses a melee weapon, their dodge reduction is equal to the half of their agility. It also affects the demolition skill. So it seems like instead of stats, you have equations. There's a lot of equations in this, which sounds like it would be awful to play at the table, but great in video game form. This parameter determines how much a character reduces enemies' chances to successfully dodge their attacks. Whoa! Dodge reduction, as in I reduce their ability to dodge? I feel like a better name would be like lock on or something, but dodge reduction, okay. The higher the value of this parameter, the more effective the character's attack will be. Base dodge reduction is equal to attacker's perception percentage plus for range attacks, and attacker's perception plus attacker's agility divided by 2% for melee attacks. This value can be modified by a variety of factors, such as bonuses provided by the weapon used for the attack and any bonuses or penalties from attacks or abilities. Why is it divided by 2? What does percentage mean? Is that like does that mean the final result is a percentage? Or is it multiplied by a percentage? I'm assuming it means it's a percentage. Intelligence is a measurement of the character's acumen, reason, and knowledge. For each point of an intelligence bonus, characters deal plus 5% more damage with non-burst range area attacks. I don't know what that means. It also affects the Lore Imperium, Lore Warp, Lore Xenos, I don't know how they say it in the series, Logic, Medicae, and Tech Use skills. Lore Imperium. This skill is affected by the intelligence characteristic. It reflects a character's understanding of the Imperium's tenets, history, and structure. May give access to new dialogue options. I think I want a lot of lore. Perception describes how well a character perceives their surroundings. Characters with high perception can pick out a stray boulder shell casing in between the day-to-day morass of an underhive, or even tell when someone is being deceitful. It also affects the awareness skill and reduces enemy dodge chance against a character's attacks. This skill is affected by the perception characteristic. It encompasses the subconscious ability to react to things that the conscious mind may not perceive. Awareness allows a character to notice traps, cleverly hidden objects, secret passages, and unusual or suspicious elements in the environment. Okay, so perception is my active conscious mind, and awareness is my subconscious. That's cool. Willpower reflects a character's ability to withstand the horrors of the warp, the terrors of space, and the dreadful opponents they are bound to encounter in the Corynus expanse. High willpower allows characters to exert control over a crowd or interrogate a heretic. It also increases the chances of resisting negative mental effects and psychic powers. It sounds like my character's going to need a lot of willpower. So, Humanity's Finest. Imperial World characters can select any characteristic except for weapon skill and ballistic skill, so not combat, and add a +10 bonus. Neat. The following features will be available after Origin Advancement. Ready to serve. When an Imperial World character is affected by an ally's non-damaging ability or affects an ally with such an ability, the resolve is increased by a fellowship bonus divided by 2 for 1 round. Resolve influences how efficiently and for how long characters can fight in the battle. It determines the amount of momentum gained at the beginning of each turn or after killing an enemy. Momentum? With momentum, your party members can use unique abilities called heroic acts and desperate measures. Okay, these are like special abilities? In battle, the level of momentum changes depending on the actions of characters. If the momentum gauge reaches 175 or more, any party member can use a heroic act. If momentum drops below 25, your party will gain the ability to use desperate measures, which has a number of negative effects. At the beginning of each combat, the momentum of the party starts at 100. The maximum momentum of the party is 200, the minimum is 0. That's fucking awesome. So when you're doing awesome, you get to be more awesome. And when you're doing really bad, you get to be more awesome, but at a price. I like that. That's really cool. That's really cool. Is this turn-based? I hope it's turn-based. Is it real-time? I don't really like real-time. So these are talents. I get these right away, I think, right? Oh no, these are after Origin advancement, so I get these later? I don't know what Origin advancement is, but maybe like a level up or something. It doesn't sound too complicated. It sounds pretty simple. It sounds like a 2024, a 2000s RPG. These highlights are even present during in-game dialogue. Nice. Yeah, bro, just play for 100 plus hours until you get it. Gem discovering that there is always another sub-tooltip to go into no matter how deep you go. Your build will focus on building a lot of momentum quickly, actually. It's turn-based. You would need to pick them manually later. Okay. Better to die for the Emperor while under 40% wounds. Okay, wait. While under 40% wounds? So that means 60% healthy? Do I want wounds to be... Is 100% wounds good? Or is 0% wounds good? That seems important. So, wounds are HP, so I want 100% wounds, right? I'm sorry, that's stupid. That's stupid. They don't call it health because it should be called health. It makes sense that it's the amount of wounds you can take, but that's what hit points are, right? Hit points are the amount of hits you can take. But when you describe it as 100% wounds, it sounds bad. That would be like saying my character's HP, I'm at 100% hits I can take. Like, yeah, you get 25 wounds, which is 25 HP. Simple as that. Okay. So while under 40% health, Imperial World characters gain a +10 bonus to all characteristics and +2. That's fucking awesome. That sounds great. Doing my part. If no other character in the current party has the same archetype as this character, the first archetype ability used in each combat by this character costs 1 less AP. Oh, so we have AP. It's an action point system. No heresy. Imperial World characters gain +10 critical hit chance and +10 armor against Xenos or demonic creatures. Their allies gain half the bonuses of no heresy. Ooh, that's good to help all my friends. However, Imperial World characters lore Xenos and lore Warp are always 0. Okay. All allies, excluding Xenos. Can I have Xenos as friends? In the current party, gain +5 to the same characteristic as was chosen for humanity's finest. Okay. All right, Imperial World. Oh, when I choose this, it like changes? Oh my gosh. Humanity's finest strength. Imperial World characters can select any characteristic. Okay, so now I get to choose which one I want. Oh god. Which one do I want for my build? You want Fellowship. Imperial World characters can select any characteristic except for weapon or ballistic and add +10. So I'll get a +10 to Fellowship. Fellowship represents the character's ability to interact with other creatures to deceive, charm, or befriend them. High Fellowship will help a character find a way to approach a gathering of unsociable servants, or to effortlessly make deals with treacherous merchants. It also affects the persuasion, coercion, and commerce skills. Alright, that sounds good. Fellowship will be your main stat. I don't care what or why I'm killing it, I just know it needs to die. T, Imperial World Citizen. Exactly. That sounds great. Hold on, I need to clear my throat. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Alright, Origin. Whoa, I got some fancy duds. Ooh, 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 ooh. Me like it. Show clothes. No. Show helmet. No. I mean, that does make me look like the art. Show backpack. I don't have a backpack. Show base outfit headwear. He's so excited right now, and then he dies to the tutorial boss and rage quits. No, it's so cool. I love this. Origin. Astra Militarum Commander. The Astra Militarum, commonly known as the Imperial Guard, is the primary fighting force of the Imperium and the first line of defense from the myriad threats that endanger the existence of humanity in the 41st millennium. You have served as one of the commanders of the Astra Militarum Regiment, commanding thousands and winning battles in the name of the God Emperor. That sounds like I'm a fucking badass. Commissar. Whoa! Come on, Hans, let's take over the galaxy. Commissars are the Officio Prefectus of the Officio Prefectus are ruthless officers charged with maintaining the morale, discipline, and fighting spirit of their Astra Militarum Regiment. You used to be one of these faithful servants of the God Emperor, a living symbol of Imperium authority, regarded with a mix of fear and awe by their subordinates. Crime Lord. The Imperium survives and prospers in no small part due to the narrowness of its vision, but a rebellious mind and will, such as yours, could not be so easily constrained. The dark paths of smugglers and renegades that wind behind the facade of the Imperium society offer a dangerous refuge for those unwilling to bow to the law. You used to be one of these dangerous yet resourceful individuals. Imperium, Ecclesia, Christi, Iglesias, Kyrie eleison. The Ecclesiarchy, known formerly as the Adeptus Ministorum, is a vast institution that oversees the galaxy-spanning religion of the Imperium. The Ecclesiarchy's complex hierarchies of cardinals, missionaries, preachers, and zealous laity ensure laity? Like lay people? Ensure the prescribed prayers and invocations are made, all the while instructing the masses to guard against heresy and deviancy. You used to be one of those fiery and charismatic individuals concerned with keeping a close watch on your congregation. Navy officer. You're her deedly. That's a nice cape. The Imperial Navy is responsible for the fleets of void ships that assert the dominance of the Imperium amid the stars and fulfill other duties connected to the void and warp travel. You used to be a Navy officer and a commander of a void ship, hardened in numerous battles and famous for resounding victories. Brace for impact! Noble. Oh, I got like a possum. I got like a dead possum on me. Yes. Oh, I'll say. The high nobility of the Imperium are enormously privileged and powerful elite, a breed apart from the common masses they rule. You grew into adulthood under a pedestal of affluence and grandeur that towered high above the common masses. You expected their obedience and lived upon the fruits of their toil, surrendered to your family in solemn fealty. You serve me. Sanctioned Psyker. Wow. Psykers are feared and distrusted, but are nonetheless valuable assets to the Imperium. The role of Adeptus Astra Telepathica is to recruit, identify, and classify those found to possess psychic abilities. The most powerful, who somehow survive the rigorous sanctioning rituals, are selected to serve on the battlefield. The mind of a sanctioned Psyker is steeled against the manifold dangers risked by wielders of warp powers. You are one of those found worthy to serve humanity and have miraculously survived the perils of the warp. Note, damaging psyker powers count as weapon attacks, counting towards the normal attack limit per turn and gaining all the benefits of abilities and talents, increasing the damage of attacks. For example, a soldier using the run and gun ability will be able to use damaging psyker powers twice per turn, and an operative's analyze enemies ability affects the damage of damaging psyker powers. Alright, I think you said I was going to be a noble. Your origin is a big part of your character's identity. It's who you are before you become a rogue trader. Words, space possible. These words are great. Okay, what do I need to be a noble? You mentioned noble. I would rather be like a commander maybe, or like yeah, maybe a commander. But I think I need the stats from noble. Right, so here's the big decision. You can be a psyker or a noble. Noble will be even more passive, whereas psyker gives you more options and ends up being stronger later on. Oh, psyker sounds awesome then. But like I don't look like a commander anymore. What do you recommend? I mean, psyker sounds cool. Sanctioned psykers have reduced minus 20% chances to trigger psychic phenomena. This character is a psyker, albeit quite a weak one. You can look like a commander once you got your staff and shit like that. Do you think I should be a psyker for the psychic powers? Like, will that be really beneficial to my playthrough? For fun? If you're a psyker, you can just tell other psykers they are full of shit. You're also going to wear heavy armor. It's pretty imposing. Each time a psyker uses their psychic powers, the veil between real space and the warp degrades, which can trigger psychic phenomena. Psychic phenomena are more disconcerting than dangerous, intruding into the thoughts of people around the psyker or causing omens and visions. Psychic phenomena reduce the momentum of the party, distracting them from combat, lowering their morale, or just causing bad luck. Psykers can be sanctioned or unsanctioned. Chances that sanctioned psykers will cause psychic phenomena are halved, while unsanctioned psykers instead have increased chances and +1 to their psi rating. What do you think? Should I be a psyker? Before you're saying noble, but noble's like more passive. I want to buff my party and get them to do cool shit for me. Can psykers buff? I think psyker is pretty fun, and it makes it so you don't have to pick a psyker for your party. Hey, Shaggy. Shagget? That's a nice name. Thanks for following. How's it going? I feel like Noble might be, like, better for a first playthrough, but psyker also, like, it doesn't sound like there's any good psyker characters. Am I gonna need psyker? I hear that there's some stages or missions where psychic powers are not as good. Like, they're not, like, they're weak. Check psyker specialties. Abilities: divination, telepathy, psychic powers, biomancy, pyromancy, psyker minoris, psyker terminus, still mind, sacred rituals, enforce reality, second sight, subtle manipulation, psyker majoris, psyker extremis, inscribed soul, blade of light, psychic barrage, stabilizing factor, obscured threat. Yeah, this sounds like a magic user. Psyker is OP in this game. I don't know what you've read. No, I read that there are some stages where the warp is like locked away, so you, like, it was just like a tip. It was like, on missions like that, don't bring your psykers, is what it said. What do I do, Des? What do I do? I don't know what to do. It's so hard to choose. Biomancy and Sanctic are both really great for an officer, full-on support for any kind of party. He already knows half the game. What the fuck? If you press the next button, there you will see the different psyker types in more depth. Thank you. All right, let's try Sanctioned Psyker. All right, so I can choose Biomancer, Diviner, Pyromancer, Sanctic, and Telepath. Biomancers specialize in manipulating biological energy and processes with the power of their minds. They are masters of the flesh, learning to shape and influence their own physical forms according to their will, as well as those of their allies and enemies. Okay, so that's like someone is like, you get buff, and you get ripped, and you get ripped, and you get abs. Okay, that's cool. Biomancy, Iron Arm, Enfeeble, Invigorate, Metabolic Overcharge, Regeneration, Warp Speed, Adrenaline Surge, Biophysical Distortion, Sanguine Siphon, Confer Immunity, Corpus Conversion, Pulse of Life, Strange Vitality, Deterioration. Diviner. Diviners seek to discern the hidden past of the galaxy and know the course of events yet to come. These abilities allow diviners to look into the twisting strands of the Immaterium. Is the Immaterium the same as the Warp? In search of the answers they seek, and sometimes even influence the outcome of fate itself. Huh. You can later choose the other, like I can pick them up too? So Immaterium and Warp are the same, okay. Pyromancer. A Pyromancer is a master of flame, a psyker who is able to create searing infernos out of thin air. Pyromancy is one of the most spectacular and destructive forms of psychic ability, and those who face a Pyromancer in combat are oft reduced to naught but a pile of charred bones. Sanctic. Psychers of the Sanctic discipline master their connection to the Golden Throne, the Emperor, to support their allies with holy might and stave off demons and heretics. Okay, whoa. You didn't say I get to be the leader and I get to be a psyker like the Emperor and I get to buff my party with holy Emperor juice? Like, that sounds fucking awesome. I think I want to go Sanctic. Sanctic powers. A concentration of faith. Sanctic powers are used by pious psychers to protect allies and smite heretics. I'll be like a cleric. Word of the Emperor. All allies in a circle with a 5-cell radius gain a +1 psi rating divided by 2 resolve until the end of combat. Every additional stack of this effect increases the resolve bonus by +2. That's a good thing, I guess. That's good. Purge Soul, Light of the Emperor, Hammer of the Emperor, Shield of the Emperor, Sword of Faith. I like these. Destined, Edge of Dawn, Eternal Glory, Hymns of Hatred, Psalms of Heroes, Sanctified Slayer. Okay, I'm leaning towards Sanctic right now. Telepaths use their psychic powers in conjunction with their own minds to delude, control, and destroy the minds of their enemies. It's Deanna Troy. I sense, Captain, that he's quite angry. Telepathy, Psychic Shriek. It is Deanna Troy. Dominate, Psychic Assault, Sensory Deprivation, gross. Mind Bond, Mind Rupture. That's just a one-piece fruit. Immaterium, the Warp, the Sea of Souls, the Empyrean. Can we just stick with one name? I know, right? What the fuck? Come on. Yeah, you can be the light shining in the darkness. It's awesome. This is very funny when you go heretical. Resolve is momentum, which charges your ultimates that are called heroic acts. Right. So how does resolve help? How does resolve relate to momentum? Resolve influences how efficiently and for how long characters can fight in the battle. Yeah, I don't understand what this means. Why, like, when you run out of resolve, you can't fight anymore? I don't understand what resolve is. I understand that it improves momentum, but I don't understand what resolve is. Is it like when your resolve is too low, you stop fighting? Start as a Biomancer, but you switch to Sanctic very early. You want both. Biomancer's first buff is just better for the first few levels. If a character has 6 resolve, you gain 6 momentum each turn, and for each kill with that character. Oh, I see. Okay, so I want to start as a Biomancer, you're saying, for this build. I want to start as a Biomancer, get those first level abilities in, and then I will switch to... So, like, every time I level up, I can choose a different one. And then I'll change to a Sanctic later. Theoretically, you can pick all of them, but it's not really worth it since you can only do so many spells. Alright, so we're gonna start with Biomancer, right? Don't be afraid to, like, railroad me. I don't know the system well enough to make my own choices. I literally don't know what I'm playing. I don't know what early on means in this game because after 20 plus hours I'm still stuck in the baby chapter. I won't railroad you, but I'm gonna tell you straight up what I think a beginner like you should. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, just tell me. All right, we're gonna go with Biomancer. Triumph. I don't know what a triumph is. Apex of Brilliance. Upon solving the mystery of a powerful psychically active Xeno artifact, you manage to destroy the creation of countless enemies of humanity. Oh, this is a okay. So this is a good thing I did in the past, and this is a bad thing I did in the past. Got it. That gives me +5 lore to Xenos. Disgusting, filthy Xenos. Xenos? I don't know how to pronounce it in 40k. So I solved the mystery of a psychically active Xeno artifact and destroyed. Managed to destroy the creation of countless enemies of humanity. Great. Illustrious glory. You single-handedly saved a pilgrim ship by stopping a warp breach while traveling through the Immaterium. That sounds awesome. +5 to persuasion. So that's int, that's fellowship, that's also fellowship. Feat of greatness. The power of your sorcery crushed a demon of the arch enemy and drove it back into the warp. +5 to coercion. Which one do I want? Persuasion? Homeworld, I chose Imperial. Triumph and Darkest Hour is mostly roleplay flavor. It will be brought up in the game several times. Which one should I choose? I feel like Persuasion? Since I'm going for a fellowship build so far? I mean, it gives me a +5 though. Like, it's giving me a benefit. I can be a smart guy, I can be a heroic guy, or I could be the brave guy. I mean, I like the warp drive thing, the warp breach. All right, we'll go with illustrious glory. I stopped a warp breach while traveling through the Immaterium. Awesome. Grim Portents. You were accused of being possessed by a warp entity and forced into exile, leaving your soul forever scarred. So I'm bad at logic. Brand of Shame. Your sorcery caused a warp manifestation aboard a void ship, claiming thousands of lives in the end. That sounds like the opposite of what I just chose. Shadow of Torment. An error during the sanctioning process brought you many hours of agony, which nearly cost you your life. Illustrious Glory. People go, holy shit, it's Gem. I heard of you. I don't really like how this one goes. I don't like how this one goes against my original thing. It's like I saved a void ship, but also I fucked up a different void ship. It's kind of counterbalancing. Maybe I'll go with an error during sanctioning process. I don't get it. Like they put me in the wrong group or some shit. Shadow of Torment will have scenes where you're like, this shit doesn't do anything. I already experienced much more pain and other badassery. Ooh, that sounds cool. I think I want to go with that one then. It means I have a -5 to lore warp. Gem has come to see us. All right, I think I'm gonna go with that one. Archetypes. Whoa, oh no. Oh no. You can only choose one of the first tier archetypes at this moment. Archetypes are development paths that your character follows. Each archetype encapsulates a unique set of skills and expertise and represents a specific combat specialization, from the frontline warrior to the indispensable leader preferring to command from the rear. Choose who you want to be in the grim dark future of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Wow, what a good advertisement. What the Alright, so level 1, I get to choose an archetype. So it's like my heroic path. Okay. Level 16, I get to choose a more specialized one. It's like my subclasses. And then they all become exemplar at level 36. Why level 36? What's max level? Simple officer for full support, which can become a grand strategist or a master tactician. Why doesn't it tell me? What is this? Whoa! Is that like a magnifying glass? Why doesn't it tell me what a warrior is? And I guess I have to click on it. Okay. Warriors are combatants boasting exceptional melee prowess. Officers use their willpower and fellowship to improve the combat capabilities of their allies. An operative uses intelligence and perception to find an exploit. A soldier is a master of all ranged weapons. So, melee, range. Blade dancer. Blade dancers are swift and deadly masters of the sword. Alright, so officer. So officer can evolve into Vanguard, Master Tactician, or Grand Strategist. Okay, what is this 36? Why is everyone becoming an exemplar? Exemplar is endgame. What's the max level in Rogue Trader? $56. That's random. All right, we're going with officer. Officers use their willpower and fellowship to improve the combat capabilities of their allies, turning them into even greater... Oh my god, I just realized how long this is. Even greater threats on the battlefield. Core focus, extra turns, single target buffs, rescuing allies momentum. Keystone features, bring it down. The officer immediately grants an ally an extra turn with 2 AP and no MP. If this ally is under the effects of Voice of Command and kills an enemy before the end of the officer's turn, the ally gains a one-time additional +2 times Officer's Fellowship bonus momentum. This ability cannot be used on the same ally more than once per round. Voice of Command. The officer forces an ally to fully push themselves, increasing their characteristics by +10 plus Officer's Fellowship bonus for 1 round. Additionally, all of the officer's abilities can be applied to the target of Voice of Command from any distance. The character who becomes the target of Voice of Command cannot be targeted by this ability again for the next 2 rounds. So these work together. Use this, get this to work before this is done, and you get a bonus. Ultimate abilities. Finest Hour. The officer grants an ally an extra turn with full AP and MP. During the extra turn, there is no attack limit. Finest Hour. Why are they both Finest Hours? Oh, Heroic Act and Desperate Measures. The officer grants an ally an extra turn with full AP and MP. During the extra turn, there is no attack limit. Until the end of combat, the officer's fellowship is halved. Characteristics. Plus fellowship and willpower. Skills. Persuasion and commerce. Yeah, okay. We're going officer. Now I choose my stats. I have 30 points. I have no idea. I can't possibly do this because I don't know like the numbers. I'm assuming I don't care about weapon skill, ballistics, strength, toughness, agility. I don't care about these as much as I care about willpower, and fellowship, which are 40 and 35 already. Fellowship to max. That's 50, so I can use 10 points. That gives me +5 characteristic bonus because it's 50. That gives me the +5. Base value 30. Origin advancement, humanity's finest, fellowship +10, or origin advancement, fellowship advancement +10. Fellowship represents the character's ability to interact with blah 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 blah. Okay. And then strength and willpower. How much do I put into strength and willpower? Strength at the start so you can pick up heavy armor ASAP. How much do I need for heavy armor? X out strength here to 40. Gives me +4. And willpower as well. Okay. So strength 40, willpower 45, fellowship 50. Fours up the warp. Physical. All right. Next, I get to choose my void ship. Whoa, look at that bad boy. Sword class frigate. Oh, it's got, I can choose a random name. Is Patient Fortune the original name, or is it always random? Sword class frigate. The Sword class frigate is a classic void ship design proven in thousands of battles, combining decent firepower, high speed, and respectable survivability. Estimated dimensions 1.6 kilometers in length, 0.3 kilometers abeam at the fins approximately. Estimated tonnage 6 megatons approximately. Estimated number of souls 26,000 approximately. There's 26,000 people on here, or souls powering the engine? What does that mean? The Von Valancius flagship is the mightiest void ship belonging to the Von Valancius dynasty. Every system aboard this frigate has been tried and tested in innumerable engagements. Its weapons and turrets deliver hard-hitting volleys with pinpoint accuracy. Its plasma drives are rugged, yet reliable in extreme conditions. The flagship's size and maneuverability, that is not how you spell that word, are perfect for pursuing smaller, faster raiders and for hunting the countless pirates, Xenos, and heretics in the Corynus expanse. Numerous Von Valancius rogue traders have acknowledged the exceptional performance of this vessel, and with a few minor updates, the flagship has continued to faithfully serve the Von Valancius dynasty. Most unrealistic part of this game, rogue trader on a frigate. They clearly wanted to introduce more ship types, but had to cut it. Are they going to be added in DLC? This one's got a fucking church on it. I'm assuming they'll add more in DLC, maybe. Firestorm class frigate. That one's fucking badass. Like, this one's cool, but this one's badass. The Firestorm class frigate is a modification of the Sword class, designed to deliver fire strikes against larger enemy ships, not shying away from engagements with a superior opponent. Oh. I don't know why it had a different name last time. Estimated dimensions 1.8 kilometers in length, 0.3 kilometers abeam at the fins approximately. Estimated tonnage 6 megatons approximately. Estimated number of souls 25,000 approximately. The Von Valancius flagship is the mightiest void ship belonging to the Von Valancius dynasty. Every system aboard the frigate has been... I already read this. This is literally the same. The Firestorm class is from the Deluxe edition. Also, yes, it actually has 25,000 people living in it. Ships in 40k are like small cities. Awesome. Which one do I want to go with? This one looks way cooler. But is this like the proper one? Because that's what you're given at the start. They both have churches on them. I'll go with this one because it looks badass. Which one did you go with? Firestorm? Should I give it a name? I feel like Firestorm class frigate is fine. Give it a badass name. I only have the first one because I'm not part of the rich elite who can afford $8 DLCs. Void Treader. That's cool. I like that name already. That's already like a badass name. Void Treader. Let me like make a list. Void Treader. That's badass. Trailblazer. Lame. Calamity's Promise. A little bit over the top. Atonement of the Abyss. Lame. Destiny Hunter, super lame. Calamity's Promise, we already got that one. Oculus Ignis, that's pretty cool. Unbound Avarice, not bad. Righteous Absolution. Daring Destiny, lame. Fatum Audacium, Fat Audacity. I think it's supposed to be Fatum. Trailblazer, lame. Servant of His Glory, that's pretty good. Harbinger of War. Chartibus. I don't know how to say that. Charybdis? Charybdis? That's a moon, right? Unforgiven. It loves Trailblazer, doesn't it? Seeker's Haven. Invictum Erebus. Guardian of the Brink. It's Charybdis, Gem? I don't know how to say it. Eye of the Providence. Invictum Erebus. Exile of Calman Terde. Arcanum Redemptionis. Charbity. I never got the same one again. The best one, Void Treader was the best one. Light in the Void. Lame. First Forged. Unforgiven. Gloria Mundi is my go-to name, by the way. Always was the name of any ship I got in the PNP. I don't know what name to go with. They're all cool, but I think I want to go with Void Treader, but... There's Void Treader. How did you come up with that name, Gloria Mundi? I know it's not important. By being creative. What is it, like Latin? World's Glory? Yeah, I got that. Gloria Mundi, yeah. Imperatoris Pugnus. Fist of the Pugnus. Fist of the Emperor. That'd be cool. Shit of the Emperor. Imperatoris Stercor. Stercore. 40k loves the Pig Latin stuff. Irmabo. I don't know a good name. I'm trying to think of like a cool phrase that I could turn into Latin. Blazing fart of the Emperor. Take something from D&D that you think sounds awesome and then twist it. Just use random words, but stick an us and ia or e at the end. E pluribus unum. E pluribus anus. Principi Functus Mundi? When they cry. I could call it Battler Pugnator. Tiny food bombs. Ah, this is so hard. I can't think of anything. It's like I could do something lame like Star Traveler, and then I could get Latin for Stella Viator, but it's like, that's so lame. It's not, it's missing the pizzazz, the... Just pick Void Treader. No, I want to be unique. Void Treader E. Cool rogue trader ship names. So what did you name your ship and why? Slanesh's Bussy Blast. Litany of Litany's Litany. The righteous indignation. But I will forever make jokes about how the DM isn't capable of coming up with a name. I'm not good at coming up with names. Marvel's Avengers Endgame. She can still win 2024. That's why he's the DM. Jesus Christ, Gem, the name is that. It's important. Mitsubishi Futanari. Goddamn Israthian. Fuck it. Void Trader's fine. Alright. I don't want to just choose something random. Alright, I'm going with this one because it's badass looking. Goddaminus. He's naming it like his firstborn. Yeah, just taking 2 seconds to name my firstborn. It'll be the whole game. Are you fucking with me right now, Void Trader? Treader! It's not trader. Treader. That means something different. It's the only good name on the random generator too. All right, that's my void ship. Result. Yeah, that's my that's my name, Ignatius. Did people call you by your name? Everyone will call you Trader Rogue. I took like 2 minutes to name my child. Ignatius is a cool name. I don't mind it. Your name will come up a lot, so pick something good. Does it come up in spoken? Like, it's not, nobody's gonna speak it, right? Obviously not spoken. Obviously, we live in a world where lots of names can be added to dialogue now. Ignatius, Barnabas, Nathan, Zachary, Seth, Hester, Sigmund, Abner, Clement. Luigi. Remember that your last name will always be Von Valancius. Desolane Von Valancius. Okay, it works. Ha, Grim. That's a good name. Jemusu. Alright, I'm just gonna go with like a nondescript name, I think. Sigmund Jabez. I think I'm going to go with Egan. Ivor sounds a little bit too much. Marsk. Kulinov. There's some name. Bursk. Starag. Sergor is cool. Oh, I gotta adjust my outfit. Luth is a cool name too. Harmon. Hester. Vorgan. They're like very German. Ooh, that's a cool name, actually. I think I like that one. I'm just choosing random D&D names, but Grigor, I think that's cool. That sounds badass. All right, Ergon von Valancius. I'm sure that won't hurt your immersion. Mordred is one of my go-tos. Mordred, the fantasy classic. I could do that in-game too to change it. Glurb Emperor. All right, how do I change my outfit? Excuse me. So I can't change my clothes. I can just change the colors, right? Emperor von Valancius. Perfect. I should name him D's Nuts. I can get like different. Can I get different clothes throughout the game? Do my characters change clothes too? Valancius von Valancius. Lance von Valancius. Beethoven von Valancius. Yeah, all items change your outfits, but this is like the clothes you wear underneath, kind of. Okay, I can't change these clothes, right? I mean, Nike. Adolf von Valancius. No, wait, that sounds wrong. Like, I'm stuck with these clothes, right? I'm sorry, I'm asking too many questions. Yes, okay. I mean, I feel like that's the closest I can get to this at the moment. The helmet is fine, but it doesn't really look like the character sprite. The purple's really ugly. Okay, I'm worried about colors because rogue traders are wealthy enough to afford a second set of underwear. I don't know what to do about colors because what do colors mean in 40K? Like, the red looks badass. Black looks badass. The blue looks badass. Do colors have meaning? Unfortunately, the green does not change colors. It can mean anything. Well, this is blue. I think I'll start with blue. I don't like this green, but whatever. All right. Anything else I could do? Am I done? The blue actually looks pretty nice. Thank you. Yes, you can. Really? You can buckle up, sweet cheeks. All right, here we go. Apply. Oh my god, what? It's my hams. Did I just make a big mistake? Why is my ham saying, oh my god? Press any key. I hate when people are watching the stream and they say, oh my god, when I press a button that I can't go back from. Oh my god. Alright. Press any key. Where is that? I can't find it on my keyboard. Is it really any key? Let's see. Let's test it. Okay. Here, the self-destruct button worked. Alright, here we go. Some guy with a sword and an elder scroll. He's passing it. Oh, this is in like New Vegas. It's the two statues. This is the opening to the game. Okay. What is happening? I'm sure this all has some important meaning. I have no fucking clue, though. Is that me?
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Okay, why am I wearing my hood when I specifically took it off? Also, this game is gorgeous. Are you inspired? I have no idea where to even look. All right, choice and dialogues. You are in a dialogue. Here you can learn more about current events, influence the character you're speaking to, or even alter the course of the game's narrative. Your character's personal story depends on the dialogue choices you make. Available dialogue options are displayed on the right. Select a reply by clicking left. Oh, got it. Don't show tutorials for basic. No, that's okay. I like this. Conrad Voigtfer. I like this guy. An excellent place for contemplation. The man who has approached you is gazing down into the depths of the vast temple of one of the lower decks. So we're on the ship. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerized. Okay, we're in the cathedral. Yeah, dude, I love the God Emperor's sublimity. Truly an awe-inspiring sight. Frankly, such an excess can be tiring at times. Can I press the buttons, the numbers too, to select? The Yu-Gi-Oh symbol over here? Whoa, this guy looks like a badass. I like it too, but I can't see it. Oh yeah, my face is in the way. What do I do with my camera, guys, for this game? Do I make myself really tiny? Top right, maybe? That looked kind of dumb without a border, doesn't it? Like this. It's so stupid. Oh, that's funny. Maybe I should turn off the... I don't know. Do you guys think it looks fine with the background cut out like this, or do I turn on the camera so you can see them in the background? Looks kind of dumb, I think. I don't know. It's fine this way. Do other people do it this way? It's better without a background. Should I put it here? Nah, top right corner. All right. I should put like a border on this. The less you cover up, the better. In fact, floating heads are very much in lore. You're in good company. Okay. All right. This is awesome. It seems well written. I don't know what protocol means. The Emperor of Mankind, the guide, the ruler, and then the higher power to which humanity offers their prayers for aid and deliverance. Most would be driven mad with despair if they knew the truth. What does that mean? The divine presence, who sits on the golden throne of Terra in the heart of the Imperium, towering over his willing servants as their rightful master. He is depicted and worshipped in a myriad forms by souls beyond counting. Through his Imperium, humankind is united and remains one of the most powerful intelligent species in the galaxy. Wow. That's a lot of shit. Forbidden Grimoire. What is the terror of death? That we die our work incomplete. What is the joy of life? To die knowing our task is done. I fucking love this so far. Holy shit. The vast majority of people in the Imperium do not know the Emperor is half dead. What's wrong with me learning the lore? What the fuck? Good lord. I read the descriptions in Subnautica. It took 2 minutes. Can I change my... Okay, let's fucking play the game. All right. A little banter, my friend. No! Alright, truly an awe-inspiring sight. Frankly, such an excess can be tiring at times. All this ostentatious luxury, this laughable pretense, it is enough to make one think that the architects meant to compensate rather than glorify. Have we met? Do you have a particular reason for disturbing me? Okay, how does the dialogue system work? Is it like the bottom ones? I'll be able to go back to the top ones later, or is it one and done? Does this lock me in or out of content? How does this work? Because I'm leaning towards truly an awe-inspiring sight because I love the God Emperor. It's a naturally flowing conversation, Gem. The bottom ones usually advance the dialogue without going back. Big emphasis on usually, not always. Can I fuck up with dialogue choices? I'm worried about missable content. I don't know how the game's structured. Alright, truly an awe-inspiring sight.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with the chance to give their very life for the master of humanity.
So there's no narrators, so like I have to like read these sections or skip these sections and just listen to his voice cues, his vocal cues. Like when you pick "Have we met?" he will obviously not ask his question again. Oh, okay. it is kind of hard because I actually have to like listen to the dialogue and then reread because I can't read and listen at the same time because I got poopy brain. But I can skip that dialogue. Okay.
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service.
Is that my mom?
I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Voigtveer bows his head and focuses his attention on you. A subject of the Imperium with a unique hereditary title. A rogue trader is tasked with exploring and exploiting the still uncharted region of the galaxy for the benefit of mankind. Okay, but when I click on Encyclopedia, I get a longer description. Rogue traders are hereditary nobles, the bearers of a sacred warrant of trade that empowers them to roam those worlds of the galaxy that lie beyond the Imperium's control or knowledge. They are free to decide how to react to alien cultures, ancient technologies, new planets, or worlds harboring long-forgotten human civilizations, and are first and foremost masters of their own fates. This is fucking badass. Holy shit. This is fucking badass. I am not capable of that. I wish I could find out who Theodora is. My name is Grigor. My name is Grigor, and so as to avoid any misunderstanding, I am a sanctioned psyker. I have no intention of introducing myself. I mean, I'm part of this family. Is he part of this family? But his name's different.
I am aware of that fact. It would have been unacceptable negligence to have overlooked such a detail when compiling your profile. Fate bestowed upon you powers of witchcraft, and a duty to use them for the good of the Imperium. Yours is truly an unenviable lot.
Wow. That's rude. The galaxy-spanning interstellar human empire ruled by the living god who is known as the Emperor of Mankind. Its territories encompass untold millions of stars and countless more human lives, united by bonds of species and by the overarching faith in the Emperor. Aliens and mystical forces unremittingly challenge the supremacy of the Imperium, forcing humanity to fight in endless wars.
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Okay, so my name changed. I joined the family. I'm not biologically related. I got like, I'm being inducted into this group. Interesting. I'm assuming that she gonna die or something, then I'm gonna take over. Lord Captain. A strange title for the Lady Theodora. Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here? You have a curious title, Master of Whisperers. What are your responsibilities? Tell me about the one on whose ship I have found myself. You say I am one of the rogue trader's heirs, so there is another candidate. I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it. Oh my god. There's 6 choices, and I don't know which ones are gonna, like, not be able to loop back. You're a huge badass right from the beginning. You are biologically related, but she's like your aunt, 2 times removed and missing for 100 years or and whatever. Lord Captain, a strange title for the Lady Theodora. So the top ones, do I have a chance of like checking more of these? It's often logical, like asking for why she has this strange title will obviously not move the dialogue forward. Okay. Thanks, Mahams. Lord Captain, a strange title for Lady Theodora. Can I like save? No.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis at the time when the first rogue traders entered the Gold Emperor's service. And therefore, it is sacrosanct.
Okay, so the choices disappeared, so I reduced the choices. I like that. Yeah, he's got a great voice. Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor.
How is the volume? Is it okay? Can you hear everything nicely, or do I need to turn the decibels? Change the decibels? That's good? Okay.
Your former position may have been different from conventional service as part of one of the institutions of the Imperium. But from now on, a different fate awaits you. One chosen for you by the Lord Captain. I advise you to come to terms with this reality as quickly as possible. To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
What a badass. Tell me about the one whose ship I have found myself.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back. Especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
This is doing such a good job of teaching me. I feel like I'm learning really easily. The sacred relic document that affirms the preeminent rights of a rogue trader throughout the galaxy. The warrant grants not only permission to travel beyond the Imperium's borders, but license to deal with pirates, mutants, or Xenos, if needed. Rogue traders use the warrant of trade to conquer or colonize newly discovered planets, to gain exclusive trade rights with newly discovered cultures, and to explore the galaxy beyond the Imperium's frontiers. So like normal people can't just go out and trade and like do their own thing. You have to be given this like blessed document. This is awesome. The voice acting is great. I feel like I'm learning. This is awesome. This is good. Oh my god, I'm almost at 8 hours of stream. Oh, look, it's like grayed out this time, so I can click it again, I guess. You say I am one of the rogue trader's heirs. I assume you have the goal. Okay, let's talk about this one.
There is. And you will meet him soon enough. But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far.
I love that I could just like look around. Look at all these people praying. Are they like praying to me? Why am I even here?
The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Who the hell is Master Edelthred von Valencius? By the right of blood, new quest. Rogue trader Theodora von Valencius desires to personally... Oh my god. Oh jeez. Oh, a bunch of shit's happening. I need to go to the journal to read that. Move your character by clicking the left mouse button on a spot on the screen. A symbol will appear and your character will move towards it. If the spot you chose is inaccessible to symbol. Okay, got it. Why do I have 2 faces? I have 20 HP? Oh, look at all these buttons. Why is there a fucking... Why is Space Marine the character button? New quest. By the right of blood. Rogue trader Theodora von Valencius desires to personally meet with the person recently brought aboard her flagship. A storm is brewing over the dynasty, so the Lord Captain has something important to share with her heir, if she ever gets the chance. Follow Kunrad. Cumrag Voigtver, the Master of Whispers, serving the von Valencius dynasty, has graciously offered to escort the dynasty heir to the Lord Captain Theodora. Go to the officer's deck. Got it. Prologue. Got it. No rumors, no contracts, just quests. Show completed quests. Got it. Inventory. There's me. I'm holding a gun, a stub revolver. I said no hat, so why are you wearing your hat? What does show base outfit headwear even mean? Weapon, armor, accessories, usable, notable, other, I guess that's a key item, flagship. Character, C, I, J, map, wow. Whoa, what is this eyeball thing? Oh, I'm walking! That's the camera. And I'm walking, okay. You can walk with the map? What the fuck? This is the encyclopedia. The Corpus Valencius, L. I guess that's log, right? Cargo management, B. Why is that B? B. Box? With the base outfit headgear, you can override any kind of other helmet with your default one. Most no. Oh, okay. Formation. T formation, block formation, auto-optimized party format. All right. You can't adjust the camera up and down, right? It's locked at this 45-degree angle, right? Can I aim the save? Should I do it like that? Upper desk save 1. I guess that's fine. That's descriptive enough. Game saved. Am I able to rotate up and down? It looks like I can, but that looks like I can rotate it, but it doesn't actually do anything. No up and down. Okay, so it's just left and right. Yes. Whoa. It's like a chest set. Some candles. Some guys over there freaking out. There's a guy sitting there, crew officer. Engine seer. Okay, it's just like old school games. I can hold tab to highlight things. Whoa. Holy shit, I can see everywhere. Oh, if I click on this, will it warp me to my character? Nice. Alright, Gregor, let's go. Whoa! Interactable objects. Some objects in the game can be interacted with in a special way. Study object. Transfer the character to a neighboring location. Small event. These icons will become visible when your character is standing close enough to interact. Hold tab to highlight things. Got it. Wood is rare. The witch? Delirium? What?
Always keep your eye on the price.
Can I make that disappear faster? Blue leprosy. Technomat. They believe that there's spirits in machines. Omnisia. Is that Omnissiah? Like Messiah? Omnissiah? Talk to the engine seer. Glory to the Omnisia. Messiah. Omnissiah. Giver of knowledge. Can't talk to that lady. Show data on vid screen. Whoa. The sacred mechanism has been interfered with without due reverence. The duration of the data processing cycle has tripled. Did I do something bad just now? Incomprehensible information is displayed on a large screen above the cogitators. Cogitators, you can make out references to... This disappears too fast, too. Unfamiliar... How do I make this not disappear so fast? Can I hold it? To unfamiliar systems and worlds among the numbers and logisticar symbols. Bottom right has dialogue system. How do I pull it up? Oh, this. The Omnissiah is their big divinity. They believe that the Emperor is the avatar of that divinity. Am I pissing these people off? Oh no, I made red bumps. Oh no. Admechs are always pissed off.
I always keep my options open.
Is that me talking? Can I move this somewhere else? So, okay, it'll show up, but if I click it again, I have to scroll back up to see it. No, it's... Okay, it's not actually adding to this. Why does this data show up here? Oh, it's because I already read this one. So if it's a new one... So I could just like click on people really fast, and if it's a new one, it'll actually show up on the bottom right. That's kind of nice. All right, that's where Kunrad is. As you approach, something in the servitor's body begins to hum as if in response to your presence. After a couple of seconds, the noise subsides. May his will strengthen my heart. May my humble deeds be for the benefit of humanity. A candlelit altar with a copy of the 2348th volume of the Lex Imperialis, the Codex of the Sacred Laws of the Imperium. That is a lot of copies of books. Do I have a mini-map? Does it show me like on the minimap? Will it show me like items that I haven't picked up? I don't understand what this thing is. Is this like my camera? What is this? This eyeball thing. I see. Dun dun dun. Alright, I think I'm getting used to it. I can pull up his stats. What? How do I need to like open the door? Oh, okay.
One of the Fon Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
They look like miniatures. Like they actually look like the way miniatures are painted. The highlighting and everything. It's kind of a cartoony style. I didn't realize it would be so cartoony.
What's happening?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Why are they killing people?
The servitors have gone berserk!
Oh no! Well, oh, dude, you could have at least run for it. Why are y'all just standing there? The servitors have gone berserk.
2 arms!
I do have 2 arms. You have been ambushed. The battle begins. To survive in the grim darkness of the far future, you will have to face enemies of all kinds and fight for your life. These hints and tutorials will familiarize you with the combat system of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Click the button at the top of the screen to start the battle. You've been ambushed. The battle begins. Alright, so... Can I click on these things right now? Oh, that costs... To check these things, it costs AP. Whoa. I wonder if after combat I'll be able to explore rooms. Generally or not. Huh. Alright, we got Grigor. That's me. Kind of looks like me. If I were, like, handsome. These are our friends. They're yellow in color. The bad guys is red. There's one over there. Got a tank. There's more, but I guess there's Fog of War. Rear, shoot! Shoot, and don't let it get close. Alright, start the battle. Oh no! They just go down like... Joint analysis. What did he just do? All battles in the game are turn-based and take place on a grid. On their turn, a character can move, attack, and use their abilities. Select a cell within the highlighted area and double-click. Okay, got it. Double-click. Movement points, MP, determine how far a character can move on their turn. 1 MP corresponds to 1 cell on the battlefield. Moving diagonally is more costly. Every second diagonal cell uses 2 MP. At the beginning of each turn, movement points are restored to their maximum value. Note that once a character starts moving, this action can no longer be cancelled. I don't know what my range is. Is there a way to see my range? You look better than that guy. That takes 6 movement. Hover over your shot and you can see it. Over my shot? This guy? Oh, this. I don't understand. Why are there 2 red lines? Is it like close and far? There's like 2 areas. The second is suboptimal. Okay, it's like D&D. So I need to get closer. How much movement do I have? I guess I must have 6 movement. Where do I see my movement? Is that this? Oh, that's reload. Oh, this is my movement. And this is my action points. I have 4 action points. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. So if I move 3, I might be able to hit him. Let's just do baby steps. Oh, if you attack, you lose your movement points. You can't move again after you attack.
I am ready for whatever comes.
I wish I could more easily see where I need to move to hit. If I click this and then I click this, does that work? Yeah, so I click and then it tells me the range for the new me that's standing there. I see. All right, that's 5 movement. Now I'm in optimal firing range. I have other actions. What can I use? These are my actions. That uses 1. Shooting uses 1. Reload uses 1. Iron Arm. The target gains plus 10 strength and toughness until the end of combat. Voice of command. The officer forces an ally to fully push themselves, increasing their characteristics by 15. Additionally, all of the officer's abilities can be applied to the target of voice of command from any distance. The character who becomes the target of voice of command cannot be targeted by this ability for the next 2 rounds. The target gains plus 10 strength and toughness. Wasn't there like a combo with this? Minor psychic power, veil degradation increased by plus 1. I don't see the veil. Is this the veil? I can't use voice of command. I wanted to try it. Can I use it on him? I can use it on this guy, on the crew officer. I can't use it on this guy, though. This is Veil, this is Momentum. Alright. I'm going to use Iron Arm on this one. Whoa. They literally got iron arms. Wait, is that like a metaphor? Or is that like I literally just made that guy get arms made out of iron?
I'll see to it personally.
Literally, that's cool.
Who, if not me?
Oh my god, that didn't do... Oh, okay, it did do a lot of damage. No, it didn't do much damage. Oh, no. I have 2... This takes 1 action point. If I reload, do I lose all my ammo? That's the basic playstyle of your build. Buff people, then shoot someone at the end. Would it be better to reload? Because I can't move anymore. I don't have any more actions. Ammo in itself is endless, so always reload if you can. All right, good. Reload. All right, now I'm out of action points and movement points. Press space or click the end turn. But that's end turn. Got it. Miss. No, 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 no. I knew I should have buffed that guy. I knew I should have buffed that one. Okay, it doesn't work on this guy. It doesn't work on the dead guys either. So I can't use that action anymore. I have a 75% chance to hit. I don't know what those things mean.
It's as good as done.
I wish I could use this on somebody.
I'll make it happen.
Miss. Oh, you're dead. I'm so sorry. There's nothing I could do. I don't know what he's doing.
I'll see to it personally.
Oh. Oh no! I get myself arms, so now I can't shoot my gun. Is that how that works? I can't use my gun anymore? No, wait, no. I don't know what that was. I don't know what just happened. Yeah, those other guys did. Ah, I missed! Conrad, save me! Oh, okay, thanks for... I don't have a decent weapon. This is the tutorial. What is a vantage point? Like a higher area is better? But my momentum's up to 131, so we're almost to heroic action territory. I guess this is bad. And this is good. Yeah, this is desperate measures. All right. Oh, he coming. Nice dodge. Oh my gosh, he's dodging like a motherfucker. Characters with melee weapons block adjacent enemies' abilities to perform attacks with ranged weapons. Pistols and shotguns are an exception to this rule. Those can be fired at point blank range. So if they have long range weapons and I rush them, then they can't use them anymore. So I want to get my physical guys in fast. Interesting.
Compromise my principles.
As I run away. I can't buff him for some reason.
On it.
Got him.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
A piece of technology used to communicate over short distances or to record sound. Cool. This guy's a badass. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Talk to Theodora von Valancius.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
How do I do a new save? This is my old save, right? Iron arms don't stack. Got it. I have trouble, like, I want to be able to move my character and see, like, on Fire Emblem you can do that. It'd be nice to be able to see, like, my range. I feel like I'm guessing and checking. I'm dumb. How do I save? Like, if I do this, will it make a new save or will it save over the old one? The top one is the new save. All right, and these will just keep auto-saving over each other, right? Okay, and this is the original save I made. Okay. All right, there's a bunch of stuff I want to look at in this room. These windows look into the next room, not outside the void ship. You cannot make out anything through the cloudy glass, only the weak light filtering through from that side. Can't even talk to these guys. Alright, so he said I need to go north. Or he said down the hall? I think he meant north? I don't know. It must be because I don't think I can go through here. Do I have a compass? How do I tell north? A violet alloy, which upon closer examination turns out to be a handcrafted object. Symbols carved with a primitive tool are visible on the surface. What? There will never be directions like north and south. Okay. But I can't go this way, so it's pretty obvious. Your lordship. Alright, this is the door, so I came through here, so I have to go this way. Okay, got it. The wires in the servitor's head are still smoldering. It would seem the cause of this malfunction was the short-circuiting of the motive force. Tarantula sentry gun, constructed with the blessing of the Adeptus Mechanicus, using a standard template construct in the manufactorums of Kiava Gamma. Lemon Russ battle tank, reclaimed and restored by the grace of the God Emperor, the first to breach the capital walls during the pacification of Vortes Chan. Can I, like, interact with their bodies? No.
Let us not dawdle.
Well, I'll dawdle. A black shard resembling obsidian. If you look closely, you can discern a strange, barely perceptible glow inside the artifact. A massive golden amalgam interspersed with sparkling particles. The crew member is hard at work, bowing his head in fear and avoiding even looking at you. This exhibit is unfinished. Another symbol of House von Valancius's valor will be displayed here at some point in the future. The battle tower is coming soon. The stone on the pedestal is no doubt solid, but its surface shimmers and changes hue, as if someone has captured a piece of turbulent sea within the rock. Whoa. That's cool. Bunch of rocks. A strange object that resembles sea coral. The porous surface is pitted, a sign that it has been underwater. A gray-green crystal with white veins. A low hum can be heard coming from the artifact. Kunrad Voitvir has decided to remain at the scene of the servitor incident to personally investigate the cause. Theodora von Valancius is at the orrery. She must not be kept waiting. Orrery. Well, who knows where that is. The music is awesome. The graphics are great. I love the kind of slightly cartoony style, but like, it looks good from a distance. It looks like I'm playing with miniatures. There will be bodies you can loot later. Yeah, I just click on the NPCs, and then if they don't say something new, if this doesn't move, then I just ignore them. I feel like that's a decent way to play. So like, go over to the servant, remember hard at work. See, that's a new one. If I see you raise your head again... Oh, no. We saw that before. The Grand Voidship Temple occupies the entire space below the officer's deck and is lit by countless candles and lumens. This guy's okay? As you approach, something in the servitor's body begins to hum as if in response to your presence. Okay, we heard that before, but I'm glad he's not trying to kill me. Jocasta Sourback. Hail. Anyone who thinks of following Krant's example will end up in solitary or like Krant himself. Speaking of which, his remains still need to be scrubbed from the bulkhead. You will take care of that when we're done here, understand? This guy's so angry. Master at Arms. I am proud to see that I have raised a worthy successor. Do not hesitate to go hard on them, Jocasta. They're praying. May his will strengthen the heart? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, there's a bunch of people that don't do anything. And then they just repeat the dialogue, which is fine. Makes the game feel lived in. I beg your pardon, your lordship. After the incident with the servitor, the passage is closed to everyone until the Arch-Militant says otherwise. Arch-Militant? Yes, we're not going that way. You go this way. I think they both end up going to the same place. This one has a bunch of people on it, though. Lifts carrying people around the decks move with a loud grinding noise. This is so cool. I'm so incredibly engrossed and immersed in this. Look at those cool-ass cathedral elevators. That's dumb enough that I love it. Like, at any point you could be like, man, this is so dumb and over the top, but it's all fucking awesome. It takes itself just seriously enough that it doesn't take itself seriously. It's just like the perfect balance. Look at that guy. Looks like I can't observe them. Oh. Monument dedicated to the Von Valancius dynasty's acquisition of the Warrant of Trade, a symbol of the power and special role of the rogue trader in the service of the Imperium. So that's when they are getting handed it. So this guy's the rogue trader. And then this is, who's this? This is the big guy.
Keep your wits about you.
I'm guessing they're gonna have like a unique name if they say something. I'm guessing if they have the same names, they just give the same generic stuff. Maybe they'll give a different one in different chapters. Is there like a way to turn to like caps lock shift on? Or do I have to hold it? It'd be nice to just like click it to turn it on and off. I know Baldur's Gate had that. It doesn't look like I can. It doesn't look like you can. I need a mod for that. I would definitely like to get that mod. Because I'm already like... I just feel like that's way better. Because then I can click everything I want to click and then turn it back off. Can I save right here? Is a Nexus mod? Is it easy to install mods? Yeah, help me do that tomorrow maybe. You can quick save with F5. Thank you. All right. There's some technomats. There's a whole. This place is huge. It's like hard to explore. There's so much. There's so much. And if I'm not close enough, I can't even like see everything. These guys seem like they're having an argument.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of
Well, I guess I don't get to explore anymore. That's Lady Theodora. What is Sin Skin? Wait. She wants to assimilate into the trade structure? What does that mean? She looks like a badass though. I like her hair.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
Your first impression of Edelthrad, who appears to be about 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. Which one is he? This one? Replacements for damaged or diseased parts of the body, which improve on the abilities and powers of the human body, and even extend life. All members of the Adeptus Mechanicus replace their impure flesh with sacred technology. But for most others, a bionic replacement is more often a necessity due to an injury or occupation. I like her cloak. In stark contrast to Edelthrad, Theodora von Valancius's features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Edelthrad. Next to the two of them, you see two more men. One is a gray-haired officer of impeccable bearing who is studying the contents of his data slate, similar to a tablet computer. The other is a behemoth bristling with holsters and baldricks containing all manners of weapons.
Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer.
The dry female voice and the powerful feeling of being watched force you to look at Theodora. The rogue trader is looking straight at you, and her gaze, like herself, is predatory and oppressive. The writing's really good. Look at that, she just casually got her hand in her pocket like that. She's hot. What a badass. I really like her. She's probably gonna die.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Your character's skills reflect their knowledge and capabilities. Some dialogues automatically initiate passive skill tests. If such a test succeeds, new information will be revealed or a hidden dialogue option will unlock. If your character is traveling with allies, the party member with the highest score in the applicable skill is selected for each given passive skill test. Lore Xenos succeeded. Those spirits could well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case and if the population of Ion 6 engages in Xeno worship. Warp. There are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Ion 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it will give us the answer. I believe I could use my personal abilities to ascertain whether there was sorcery on Ion 6, but it would require going down to the surface in person. These reports of spirits certainly sound like evidence of heresy. However, I would put my interests first. No matter what means I would have to use, the riches of Ion 6 would be mine. Ion 6 must be purged. For the good of the Imperium, I shall exterminate the heretical beliefs and otherworldly powers that rule the native apostates. I do not know. The IQ drop there. Dangerous aliens. Xeno worship, that's fucked up.
Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
Auntie.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence.
He doesn't even get a portrait. Fuck you, Edelfart. Xenos, a term used within the Imperium to refer to aliens. Xenos threats beyond number surround the Imperium on every side. Most threatening by far are the Xenos species whose territorial empires span star systems and whose borders clash violently with those of the Imperium. Rogue traders and a few other individuals have the authority to make peaceful contact with the Xenos for trade, temporary alliance, or even to hire them as mercenaries. This is fucking awesome. I love this game already so much. This is so cool. What a great introduction to this series. I give a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do, Edelthrad. Get wrecked! We are both servants of the God Emperor and Lady Theodora. Does it become anyone of our become anyone of our status to engage in petty feuds? I find your tone most disagreeable, Edelthrad. You will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or else you will live to regret the consequences. Shut your mouth, Edelthrad, before I decide to shut it for you. The last choice is always the stupid one. I think I want to go for number 1. This one's like too ass sucky. I don't want to suck up to Lady Theodora. Like, I love the God Emperor, but I'm not here to suck up to Lady Theodora. I like this one. It's like cutting and mean. I like this one.
Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
The color drains from Edelthrad's face, which distorts his features further. Get wrecked.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
I'm so into this. This is incredible. Edelthrad bows ceremoniously and takes his leave without sparing you another look. Your presence has such a profound effect on me. What the fuck does that mean? Can I explore more? I was having fun.
So, why are you here?
Theodora's gaze follows him as he leaves, then she turns to you. Was it not you who sent for me? There are questions that I wish to have answered. I do not know just yet. I hope you will clarify that.
You have ceded the opening that was offered to you in a woeful display of meekness. Admittedly, this tendency is equally strong in all who toil in the Emperor's
Oh, she's mad at me.
service. Immutable hierarchy, absolute obedience, lickspittlery, compulsion to please.
Lickspittlery.
I value none of these things. From the moment my envoys came for you, the terms of your existence changed.
Dude, you asked me a stupid question, you got a stupid answer, okay? You said, what have you come here for? I gave you an opportunity to express yourself. You fucking called me here. I'm not being subservient. Surely the hypothetical question that she posed to you will never come up again. Hee hee.
My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all.
This scene was unvoiced before 1.3. I'm glad I'm playing it now. This shit's awesome.
It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
I wonder when that's gonna happen. It's not like she's gonna die and then I'm gonna become the new rogue trader. That would never happen, right? That would never happen. I am ready to take on this sacred purpose. It is all too sudden for me. One of. Does this mean there are other heirs?
Oh, yes. You would be, wouldn't you? The question is...
The question
am I ready
is...
to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader. Bloodright alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Mistake? Theodora sighs and looks away pensively for a brief moment. One of? Does this mean there are other heirs? That's still here, so I'm assuming I need to answer this. Did I hear you correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you.
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate.
If you are satisfied with Edelthrad, then what sense is there in having this conversation? Why are you wasting your time on me? That seems like something she'll get pissed about. Did I hear you correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you. Thank you for clarifying. May I ask my questions now?
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius.
I like her
even if
lisp.
he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voigtvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Uh-oh, he doesn't have a portrait. If you're satisfied with Edelthrad, then what sense is there in having this conversation with me?
Impatience. I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Edelthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquired in your former life may prove invaluable here, in the Coronis Expanse. It says in your profile that you bear the brand of sorcery, albeit sanctioned sorcery that is permitted in the service of the Imperium. I am accustomed to the presence of psychers at my side. More than that, I value their unique abilities highly. Perhaps that is why I am so intrigued by Edelthrad's candidacy. A rogue trader psyker could achieve great things indeed. However, psychers are fragile creatures, and as such I would rather have a replacement standing ready in the event that something happens to Edelthrad.
What could possibly happen to him? I love this game. This is so amazing. Like, the combat and stuff is fine, whatever, it's tactics. I'm sure I'm gonna love it, but just the art style, just listening to the story, the lore, oh man, I'm never gonna have this experience again with 40K, because like this is my first time. Oh my god, it's just pure enjoyment. An individual of any intelligent species who possesses some degree of psychic ability or powers. All psychers draw their powers from the extra-dimensional realm known as the Warp. As such, psychers, particularly human ones, are often at risk of possession by demonic entities, insanity, and ultimate corruption by the ruinous powers.
Moreover,
The game's so
even
confident in
changing
what
your
it wants to
family
be.
name will not rid you of the fame you previously garnered. I hope it will also help you bring glory to the von Valancius dynasty, to which you now belong.
Your illustrious glory made you famous far beyond the bounds of your home system. Thank you for clarifying. May I ask my questions now?
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
The vox affixed to Theodora's attire suddenly comes to life, but all you can hear is an unintelligible noise. Theodora winces, shuts up the transmission, and gives you an imperious nod. Okay, what is a VOD? I don't know what does it look like? It's just like a thing in her head? I want to look this up. 40K Vox. It's like a radio? The Voxcaster, sometimes referred to as a comlink, is an Imperial radio communications transceiver. Huh. She doesn't have anything on her body that's that big. A Vox is literally like a walkie-talkie. She must have, maybe it's that thing on the side of her head. Yeah, World War II soldier radios, yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna finish this chapter anytime soon, like this mission anytime soon, so I'm gonna like finish this dialogue and then I'm gonna save and go to bed, because it's already 1 a.m. A sanctioned noble mutant whose genes allowed them to safely guide a warp-capable void scent through the warp. What is this, Dune? All navigators have a third eye on their foreheads, which enables them to guide void ships through the warp. Without the navigators, there simply would not be an Imperium of man. For traveling between all but the very closest star systems would be too onerous and dangerous. Like, it's inspired by Dune, right? Are you gonna play tomorrow? Yeah, like a lot. Warp, an alternate dimension of pure energy and madness existing as a mirror to real space, also known as the Immaterium, the Empyrean, the Aether, the Sea of Souls, or Warp Space. It is the source of all psychic powers and home dimension of the powerful entities known as the Chaos Gods and their respective demons. The Warp also functions as the medium for faster-than-light interstellar travel for humanity and is rumored by many species to be the final place of the spirits of the dead. It's hell. Okay. Navigator, translation. What are these things you speak of?
Sometimes I forget that people without direct access to a ship's bridge may not know the first thing about how a void ship travels between the stars.
Really making myself look good here.
Vessels such as this one are capable of leaving real space and traversing into the warp, an otherworldly dimension of cruel and unthinkable forces. By entering it under the protection of the Gellerfield, we shorten the route to our destination.
I like how that doesn't have an
Crossing
encyclopedia
distances
entry.
that would require hundreds of years in a matter of weeks instead, sometimes in days or even hours. That is how humanity spread across the galaxy. That is how we were able to build the Imperium, which spans millions of stars.
An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Theodora laughs nonchalantly. She like just doesn't give a fuck that her people are dying. Is this the ship I made? Is this the Void Treader? Am I on that ship? I guess I don't even know what ship I'm on. Yes, my heir of a powerful dynasty. This is how ships travel. They need to introduce stuff to people like me, fish out of water. It's fine. It is a conceit that is totally acceptable. It is totally acceptable. There's no way this character wouldn't know that, but that's not the point. It's not like she's actually literally saying that. That's outside the story. That's fourth wall right there. Continue.
Lady Theodora.
Oh, he's got a
For the God
portrait.
Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
The gray-haired officer gives the rogue trader a look of cautious disapproval. Abelard.
Enough, Abelard.
Abelard?
Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
The ship is thousands of years old. It's basically a country. Where is your ship headed?
The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor.
Like, not kidding, even Theodora doesn't know what kinds of things might be hidden in the lower decks. Like, people just don't go there? How? It's that big? Coronis Expanse, a scattered, poorly explored region on the frontier of the Imperium, full of fearsome Xenos treasure heathen worlds, and the echoes of ancient doom. A scattered collection of a few young colonies of the Imperium, the Coronis Expanse possesses virtually untapped natural wealth, and its war space is treacherous and unexplored. While rogue traders vie with one another for both known and hidden resources as they strive to build their protectorates, pirates, Xenos, and servants of the dark gods terrorize the Expanse, eager to cast fear and destruction upon humanity.
I set the course for Rykad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
Theodora grimaces. She gives you a stern look, then shrugs. Many of them have never left the ship. Oh, that's fine. I'm just saying the size of the ship and the areas they don't know what it is. There's clans on board the ship, and in the lower decks, they have seen a rogue trader like hundreds of years ago once and told their grandchild about it. Okay, so I came from a different ship, right? Like I wasn't born here, right? What are my current responsibilities? Gracious Lord Captain, surely there are ways I can prove myself a worthy heir. Fuck that one. I have no more questions.
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Ethelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aid.
You came from somewhere else. As a sanctioned psyker, you might even come straight from Terra itself. Cool. Alright, can I skip this one safely? Because he's like he's sucking up to her. I don't want to do that. But it also seems like it might have good information. Is it totally okay to skip these kinds of dialogues? I kind of want to hear what it's. I kind of want to hear what they say though. I don't know, because I could see this being read in multiple ways, but I have no more questions.
In that case, I shall head to. Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Theodora's Vox awakens once more. This time, you pick up shouting. The Lord Captain freezes, listening to the Vox cast. Then, nods and draws her weapon. She glances at you. Oh boy. I didn't get to finish exploring this area. Fuck. Holy shit! Are those terrorists? What's happening?
I'll make an example out of you!
Your Emperor won't save you!
All combatants act in turns, and their order is determined by an initiative roll. The order of turns is displayed on the left side of the screen from bottom to top. The character at the very bottom goes first, then the ones above them, and so on. Oh, okay. I feel like it would be opposite that, but okay. It's like a chainsaw. We got 13 enemies. All right. There's me. Oh, look at that cool sword she has. She's gonna die here, isn't she? Fuck. All right. Oh, we got a bunch of guys. Holy crap. You've been ambushed. The battle begins. Start the battle. Kill them.
My place is at the fore.
He just runs right into the middle of battle. Holy shit. He cut that guy's head off.
Weapon at the ready.
Mort.
Glory of the Imperium.
Holy shit.
Death and one fewer the ruinous power. Gracious of Avalon. Your blood will.
Ow, I just got like half damage. Fuck, that wasn't even fair. Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Cover that a character can hide behind are marked with a shield. When standing close to them, the character will automatically take up an advantageous position. In this case, the chance that enemies' attacks will hit the cover and not the character behind them increases. The character will not receive a bonus if the attack from the side not protected. Okay, got it. Yeah, I need to take some cover. Holy crap. I can't even heal. I can't reach that far. What is my range on this? Oh, is it this red line? Okay. All right. Well, we'll buff Theodora. I can't command her. I can't command any of these people. I guess they're not like within my command. All right. I can shoot this guy.
It's as good as done. Who, if not me?
They hit their friend on accident. Harry. Ho ho ho! That guy just got frozen.
I took care of this one. To the heretics.
Dodge.
Chaos guides me.
Oh, these are Chaos Worshippers. Your character has received a temporary positive effect from an ally. Such effects enhance your character's capabilities in combat in some way. To learn more about the effect you have gained, hover your cursor over the effects icon next to the character's portrait. Fresh injury. An injury received from a trap or a sudden large amount of damage. If not removed with a medikit, will turn into an old injury. Too many injuries reduce the character's resolve and causes traumas. Visit the void ship or use medikit to remove the injury. I can't do either of those things. Kill them. Plus 50 ballistic skill until the end of combat. Nice. I kind of wish I could swap these to different sides. I feel like I don't want to use these as frequently, but okay. All right. We already got. Oh, does he not have the arms anymore? Who did I give the arms to? Oh, he's already got it. No, I gave it to her. That's right. Okay, so let's give it to him this time.
I'll make it happen.
I wish I had a medkit. I can't really move to a better position, can I? There's this guy here. Can I hit him? That's half cover. I don't want that. We're just gonna take the shot. Hope. Missed.
Rain and duty go hand in hand. One fewer tongue. Stay vigilant. Death to the weak. Chaos guides me.
Oh, here's my chance to shine. There's only one bad guy left. Here's my chance to shine.
On it.
Fuck, I missed. All right, watch me die now. Yeah, I like this combat a lot.
Halt! Take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive.
Theodora waves her hand in a commanding gesture.
Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
The rogue trader turns her eyes to you. She looks at the Vox in her hand. All you can hear is lifeless static. What is happening? What are your orders?
From what we have seen, I can speculate that we are dealing with some variety of madness induced by warp travel. Such episodes are not uncommon among voidsmen who have found themselves outside the boundaries of real space, though such episodes seldom spill onto other decks.
I'm assuming voidsmen are people who live in the void. Also, I like how Abelard looks like he's gonna be this big motherfucker, but he speaks like a butler. He's cool. The Seneschal, I don't know what a Seneschal is in this universe, but the Seneschal is astonishingly calm for someone who just survived a sudden attack.
Oh, the casters are not working, or have been sabotaged. Either the warp is toying with us, or someone went to great lengths to cut the ship's communications. I will need a direct channel to the engine seer prime before I can get a sense of what we are up against. Whatever it may be, keep your weapons at the ready. I imagine it will be some time before we no longer need them.
All right, we need to contact Jordy down in engineering. A tech priest whose specialization is the maintenance and repair of sacred machines. I love that it's an engineer, but they're also mystical, so it's a seer, so it's an engine seer. It's so stupid that I love it. It's so dumb. How could there be armed people in the ranks of the crew who would dare to attack the Lord Captain? The incident with the rampaging servitors may be connected to what is transpiring now. What are your orders?
Possibly. Quite likely. We will investigate at a later time. Right now, we need to isolate the affected compartments and try to assess the situation.
Theodora winces and flicks the switch on her Vox a few times.
Trust me, this is hardly surprising for a crew of thousands. The lower decks are a fertile environment for discontent and heresy, no matter how one tries to incinerate any seed before it can take root. All it takes is a hint of warp influence to cloud the minds of normally obedient cattle.
This nice guy, this really nice guy, just referring to hundreds of people on his ship as cattle. The Seneschal gives you a gloomy look.
Sporadic riots on the lower decks never reach these compartments. No, the tumults of the rabble are always contained within their own territory. This is too well organized. It is spreading too rapidly.
She seems very paranoid and like falling apart already. I know that she probably has like a lot of experience with this kind of stuff, but I'm already like, everything she says, not getting that comlink to work, she's getting like more and more. It's a very good performance. Theodora's anger causes the Seneschal to shrink slightly. What are your orders, Lord Captain?
Walt has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
She breaks eye contact with you. Alright, I barely accomplished anything, but I fucking love this. This is incredible. This is incredible. I love this. I hope it is kind of hard. I want to get good at it.